Hey, how you doing?
Find
Sorry.
yourself there, Dez. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry I'm late. I was having some
You're,
issues getting going over here, but
you're not late. You're on time for Malibu, or at least am I getting you from Malibu?
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm in Malibu right now. I'm at the studio right now, actually. So,
Great
yeah.
looking studio. Well,
Thanks.
well, putting all the cards on the table here, I didn't miss one episode of Real Money. I've seen everything.
All
So
right.
it was interesting to see how much you were performing and recording as part of the show. It's almost like we probably saw 12 songs from you between all the episodes, because every time you and Jesse performed, it was like, I haven't heard that one before. So did you know going into it that you were going to be such a focal point?
Well, yeah, going into it, it was always about like the family and us just playing music together. And so at the time I was opening up for my dad and I was playing on guitar for him as well. And so I didn't really know how like that they were going to use that many songs at first, but it's really cool that they were able to like throw in as much music as they did. We actually did the theme song as well for that.
Yes.
So we had a lot of fun with that. And it was just a lot of fun, and it was cool because they got to go on tour with us, and they got to check out what it was like, the family dynamic on the road, and they got to see what it was like in the studio, and certain things like in the studio. My dad would give me advice, and it's cool that they got to have that behind the scenes stuff. So it was looking
Yeah.
back at it, I had a lot of fun doing it.
It was cool to see you in the studio with Chris Lord Alge, and he's like telling Chris how to do his job, which was
Yeah.
really amusing. But in terms of you and your career, it seems like this album is like 4 years or so in the works. Do I have that right?
Yeah, I've been working on this for a while. I actually it's kind of like I don't know if it's going to be a double album or a triple album right now. It's kind of it's in the works. So I've been working on so many songs, and I'm just really excited to share them. I've been working with all sorts of different sounds. I started off, I came from a rock family, so my early is more rock oriented. But now I'm kind of exploring different genres, and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, it's been a blast.
Has it been a mix of producers or collaborators for all these tracks because it's been such a long period of time here?
I'm actually I produce on all of my tracks, and I also I write like 100% everything. I mean, I started off doing everything mostly for my room, but now that we got the studio built, I'm gonna start making some more music out here, and it's been a lot of fun.
Is it you and Jesse sharing vocals, or is that its own thing?
Yes, she features on some of the songs. Yeah, she does the background vocals on some of the songs. But as far as Jess, we're working on some stuff with her as well. So that's a lot of fun. I get to produce on her songs as well, and it's just a lot of fun. I love making music with my family and playing music with the family, and that's what it's always been about for us. So.
Do you have any collaborators outside of the family that we don't know about? Because, of course, the show is just going to say, hey, here is Dez playing with the family. But for all I know, you've been writing tracks for other people this whole time.
Yeah, it's basically I got my engineer Ty Stevens that I'm always working with, and it's Crystal Algie who mixes it. But other than that, it's pretty much I play the drums on it and the guitar and the piano. And lately, I've been working with more like analog synths and stuff like that. So I've been having a lot of fun making the music, and it's just been a blast, man.
Yeah, you are a multi-instrumentalist. Do you see guitar as your primary instrument? And I asked that with, let's see, three synths visible behind you.
I my main instrument actually I started off on the drums. I always kind of wanted to be a drummer growing up, and then it was kind of hard to get a like a band going around here because a lot of times like the lead singers would kind of be like they would have that like syndrome where they thought they were kind of like better than everybody, and then like a lot of times the bands just didn't work out around here. So like I ended up just making my own music, and I kind of surprised my dad. I was like maybe 18 or 19 when I showed him my first song. I didn't even know I sang or anything like that. I was kind of more low key about it. But ever since that, he fully supported it, and I was really happy with it. So I just kept going, and I had a lot of fun and learned so much on tour with him and everything like that. So it's just yeah, it's been a journey, man.
That's super interesting that he didn't know you sang. Wow, you weren't encouraged from a young age of, hey, you should be singing because you should follow in the family trade?
Yeah, well, he always wanted me to. He's always kind of pushing us to do it, and like he always wanted us to do the family band thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then one they came over, like they were kind of doing like an early version of Real Money. It was like before we got the show, and they were like, hey, have all the kids jam together. And so then we all started kind of singing together, and that's when he kind of discovered, he's like, whoa, okay, we can maybe do something here, bring it on the road and see how it goes. And it was a lot of work. It was like practicing every day, all of the songs, but just learning all the formulas and everything to the songs and seeing like what gets the people going. When we play it live, it's just, I learned so much. So it's definitely, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah. So back to you here. The album is slated to come out later in the spring. Do I have that correct?
I think we're aiming for the summer. I'm not completely sure yet, but I think we're aiming for the summer sometime in hope maybe the midsummer or end of summer. But yeah.
Most people sign with the major label because they kind of need to, because they say, hey, nobody's going to be able to get the word out better than a major label. But in your case, being that you've already been on TV, family connections in a good way,
yeah,
and all that, is your goal to be a self-release distribution kind of artist?
I'm right now, I'm just I'm really liking what we're doing with Universal, because it's nice to just have like a team finally. Because before I was doing like everything by myself. It gets like a little overwhelming to like do all the music, and then I have to worry about like the business side of everything as well. So now it's nice to just like be a part of that family and have, I know they have my back on everything. So it's great to be a part of the Universal family, definitely.
I didn't realize you were part of Universal. Which imprint or label house?
It's Bungalow.
Oh.
Yeah, Bungalow Universal. And then so we got our own label that we're running through Universal. It's called Money Music.
Ah.
So, yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's cool to just have them as a team, and they're just always super nice, and they always have so many great ideas and everything. So it's been awesome.
So I asked before if you were actually writing for other artists the whole time, and you answered that. Long term, do you want to be more of a mentor towards younger artists, being that you're what, 30, 28, something like that?
28, yeah.
Okay. But you're a veteran artist, because the amount of touring that you've done, the TV exposure, et cetera, you're not a new artist by any definition. In fact, weren't you the one who did the intro on the Shaking with the Money Man concert?
Yeah, that was good, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So you've been around this stuff so long that you have more experience than a lot of people who are 45 or 50 years old at this point. So is the long-term goal for you to be a solo artist who also writes and produces and all that, full-time musician? It's not a launch pad to a fashion line?
I don't know. We'll see. I just love just like all aspects of music. So whether I be behind the scenes, be a drummer in the band, or be a producer, or be for somebody, whatever I can do for to make the song the best it can be, that's what I'm all about. I just love music so much, and I can't wait to go back out there and play some shows. It's been a long time, but I think we're starting to get some shows in the works, and really looking forward to that.
So if somebody comes to see live once things get normal again, will it be a mix of Take Me Down and Blue, or is the focus on the new material?
I think we're gonna do a little bit of mix between all the stuff, because I feel like there's still a lot of people that haven't heard the Take Me Down record that would really appreciate it, and as well as the Blue record. Like we weren't able to fully tour with it because COVID and everything. So that's the thing I was thinking about too, is that we're gonna be switching up the set list a lot, probably, because there's a lot of songs I'm looking forward to playing. We won't get enough time to play all of them, so yeah, I'll be switching it up.
And who'll be in your backing band when you hit the road? If it's, obviously it's different if you're, say, going to Australia and it's all out of your own pocket versus right, if you're just playing down the road elsewhere in LA or in San Francisco.
Well, I think I'll have my usual band. I'll have my sister singing with me, my little brother Julian on drums, and I got my friend Nova, who's on the keys, and my friend Vince on guitar, and my friend Nick on bass. So yeah, it's kind of like the usual suspects as far as the band goes. But as far as touring, yeah, we'll see. It's been a minute since I've been on tour, so we're gonna start off with some low shows. But yeah.
Out of curiosity, my wife and I were at the Westbury show that was for your dad's 70th birthday, and that was just a very special show on all ends. Any idea if that was recorded, if we might see a live release that has you and your siblings in the band?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm always wondering too, because like I see them filming a lot of these shows, and I always ask like, "Hey, can you send that to me?" And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But that's something I'm also looking out for, is just like more footage from being on stage with my family and everything like that, because that's some of the most some of the greatest stuff right there for me. So
Yeah, I'm dialing in from Long Island. The roots of the Mahoney / Money family come from Long Island. Were you totally born in Malibu in LA, or were you actually born in New York?
yeah, I'm a Cali boy, so yeah, I've always been I was born and raised here, so yeah, but I love New York. I can't wait to go back out there.
Sure. So to kind of run down what we've spoken about, the album is most likely coming out in the summer. It might be a triple album for all we see. You're writing for other people. Your siblings are in your band. The California roots are intact, kind of waiting around to see what's going to happen, but happily signed to Universal. Is there any facet of your life or career that I didn't cover that we should have covered?
For the album, I think it's just is it one I think would be in the summer. So I'm not sure about like, because there's a lot of songs. I don't want to like overwhelm everybody with and just drop like, I don't even know how many songs it is, but it's a lot. But yeah, I think we've got everything covered. I've just been just enjoying everything, and I've been working on the music videos as well. I've been directing and editing my own videos, and that's something I've really had a lot of fun with. And I got to like took a little break from music and started focusing on everything that goes around the music. And because you can make the song, but it's all about like creating the whole world around the song visually and like marketing it and everything like that. So I'm just like learning that other stuff that goes around the music, and I'm having a lot of fun with it because I got a good team. I got great friends to work with when we film the video, and Jess has helped me with that as well. And so yeah, we have a lot of fun with it, and it's all just coming naturally. And it's just yeah, I can't wait to show you guys some more music.
And my last question, which has nothing to do with anything we've spoken about. Everybody's been watching more TV the last year and change than they ever have. Even people say, I don't watch TV, it makes me stupid. You still watch more TV. Do you have a TV recommendation that you could pass along for someone who needs a new show?
Let me think. I can't remember which one I've been watching. I think it's called like Car Masters or something. I've been watching like more like those classic car kind of shows on Netflix, just because it's kind of like easy to watch. And I don't know, I'm just like learning more about that as well. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I think Masters, Rust to Riches or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that one's really cool. It's kind of like this reality show about yeah, they're just like, it's really cool. You should check it out.
You're a car guy. I've learned a new thing. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. Looking forward to whatever's coming next for you, but keep up the greatness in the meantime.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great day.
Paltrocast.